Welcome, Jaden and Maya. Today, we are looking at how Earth's lithosphere consists of major and minor tectonic plates that move relative to each other. Yesterday, Maya, you did a great job on your paragraphs talking about Alfred Wegener and continental drift. Okay, some of you haven't shared that with me. You need to do that. And today, you're going to be reading two Newsela. Well, today you're just going to read one Newsela article, and then tomorrow you're going to read another one. So you'll go to Newsela and log in with Google when I'm done. And on there, you'll see the text set 8.1.1, and it'll say 3 out of 5. You have to read 3 out of those 5 articles in the next 2 days and answer the quiz. The quiz grades will be sent to me. And then on Friday, you'll be taking the level 2 assessment for Earth Science Standard 8.2, how Earth's lithosphere consists of major and minor tectonic plates. You're going to have to remember the vocab. Some of you still are struggling with the vocab. So we have convection current, tectonic plates, magma, Pangea, and continental drift. Right now, I'll give you 15 seconds to take a picture of that screen so that you have those words and their definitions. All right. So the do now. Who can answer this do now for us? So describe the 2 types of lithospheric plates. So what are the 2 types of lithospheric plates? Can any of you tell me? Think about what covers the Earth. There are 2 different things that cover the Earth. What are they? This is where you should be participating. What are 2 things that cover Earth? There's either hello? Jaden, what do you think is one of them? Okay, it's gases are in the air. So we have oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, those are in the air, but we're talking about Earth's surface. There are 2 things that cover the Earth. Namai, what are they? What do you think? This isn't like a trick question. What are the 2 things when you look at a globe that you see? Okay, good job, Jaden. Land and water. Remember, if you're not participating, you don't get participation points, which works as part of your grade. So you've got to be participating. Land and water, okay? Land is what covers about 30% of the Earth, and water covers almost 70% of the Earth. And the tectonic plates, there are 2 types of tectonic plates. You have oceanic, which is the water lithosphere, and then you have continental lithosphere. Continental stands for land. So the second part of this question says, do the boundaries of tectonic plates correspond with the boundaries between the two types of lithospheric plates? Meaning, do the land and water, so if this is land and this is water, do they align with the boundaries of the plates? Everyone go ahead and type in your answer, yes or no. And I'll tell you when to push enter. Do they align? Yes or no? And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and push enter. Okay. So actually, the plates do not correspond. The plate boundaries do not correspond with the land boundaries. Okay. So if you look at here, this was a picture that I have, like right in the middle is the South American plate. Well, the continent is colored lighter, the ocean is colored darker, and the plate does not go right along there. Okay. It's actually right in between the Atlantic Ocean. And most plates have land and water on them. Okay. So do you have any questions on that? All right, so today you go to Newsela and you answer the questions that go along with the article. That is assignment 2C. That's 2C on your mastery grid. So you'll have to go there and complete that. I am videotaping all of this. So if you missed any parts of it, I'll put it on Google Classroom and you'll be able to go back and re-watch it so that you understand what it is you have to do. Questions? Okay, one last thing. So right here, okay, these convection currents, okay, warm air, warm material spreads out and rises to the top. So if you had to label this hot and cold, this left arrow, would that be hot or cold? Would the left arrow be hot or cold? If the warm material spreads out, becomes less dense and rises to the top. Good. It would be the warm, hot stuff. Good. Right here is a lava lamp that I have. And this lava lamp, okay, down here, the material, the wax is heating up and spreading out. And as it heats up, it's becoming less dense. So it's going to rise. It's rising. And then it's going to become so dense that it's going to float up to the top. Okay, it has a little bit of a collision up there, and now it goes up to the top. And then when it's at the top, it's going to be away from the heat source and it cools off and condenses. And so then it's going to sink back down because it's away from the heat source and it cools off and condenses and it goes back down to the bottom. And that process is what's happening in the mantle in the asthenosphere that is causing those tectonic plates to move. Some move faster than others. So use that information. Make sure you read 3 Newsela articles. You'll have today and tomorrow to do that. And then you're taking the level 2 assessment on Friday. You can stick around and ask questions if you have any. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later. And as always, I care about you. I want you to work hard, be kind, and everything matters.
Mr.